Hello guys and welcome back to our highlights from our game against Sholing. Gosport will be looking for a better performance against a Sholing side who had won 2 of their last 4 games. Feeling all too similar to that Winchester game, and Adam Park's pass was cut out by Akinola, who went darting forward inside the Gosport box before being tripped by Vasma, with the referee blowing for a penalty. Up stood Michael Felive and the attacker converted to make it 5 in 4 games. Instantly reacting, skipper Roy Williams, who was back in the starting 11, played a sublime pass across to Henry Spalding, who then carried on the attack by passing it into Asher Yearwood. On the half volley, Yearwood rocketed a ball past Nash to get an equaliser 60 seconds following the Sholing goal. Falovi, leading a counter deep into the Gosport half on the 17th minute, later squared into veteran Dan Mason in a one-on-one against Adam Parks. The Gosport keeper got down low and the left foot of the keeper made for a crucial save. Thanks to this save, it meant Gosport had a chance to take the lead for the first time. Kavanagh's escape and Sholing possession meant the defender could play a cross into Dan Wooden. Making a run in front of Nash allowed the striker to glance a header over the keeper to give us a lead just before the break, with it finishing half-time Gosport 2, Sholing 1. 10 minutes after the restart, Samuel Fanahan with a low-driven shot forced a good left-footed save from Pat Nash. Despite looking like it would go over for a corner, it instead fell to prolific striker Dan Wooden. Burying a ball home earned Dan his brace. Borough in ruthless fashion was soon to make it 4 with 20 minutes left on the clock. Asher Yearwood brought down a crossing towards the back stick, and thanks to a great first touch, Yearwood volleyed over Pat Nash with the shot dipping in the top corner in his 16th goal of the season. It really should have been 5 when Alfie Stanley got on the end of Kavanagh's pass, drilling a shot towards the top corner. Somehow Pat Nash got a strong right hand to the ball to deny the goal, with it finishing full-time Gosport 4, Sholing 1. I spoke to the Gosport managers after the game and here is what they had to say.
Hi guys, I'm joined with Pat and Joe after a brilliant win today. Pat, I'll start with you. What a great win that was. I think the boys needed it.
Yeah, we were just saying, I think it was a really positive performance. I thought we played as well as we have probably all season, created a hatful of chances. We were really exciting, we were fluid. So yeah, there's nothing really, well, there's one thing to complain about is that we didn't score all of our chances because we had a lot of chances, a lot of good chances. So we need to make sure that we're a bit more ruthless. It's what we said against Winchester as well. I think if we can do that, then when the games are a bit tighter and we need to finish them, then we will. We're not going to score 4 every game. But yeah, a real positive performance. I thought every single player on the pitch today put in a good performance, and that includes the subs that came on. So yeah, really happy. We needed a good convincing win after cut off the back of 2 defeats, and I think we got that today.
And Joe, one player that I will pick out, he may not have had too much to do, but Adam Parks, he did give away a soft pass in the first goal, but after that he made some crucial saves, and without those saves, Sholing might have taken the lead. Being a goalkeeper, it's a very lonely position, but I thought mentally he did very well today.
Yeah, he did. He obviously he kept a lot of clean sheets in his first kind of 5 or 6 games, and then make the mistake against Winch, which is what it is. Keepers are going to make mistakes. Unfortunately, it's part of being in that position. And then, he had a bit of a test today because he made a mistake quite early on in the game, got punished for it, and he, you either kind of sink or swim in that moment. And he certainly showed good bravery and good character because he made. I don't think he had that many saves to make, but I think the 1 or 2 that he did have to make were big saves. I think especially there was one at the end of the first half where they got an across and it was headed low and he saved it down low. I thought that was a great save because we could have been going into half time at 2-2, which would have been a different story, wouldn't it? So we're pleased with Parks. He's shown good maturity today and a good mentality to recover from his mistake.
And Pat, another player I do want to pick out is Henry Spalding. We had a glimpse of what he could do against Winchester, but I remember the last time we spoke, he was one of the players you picked out. I think he definitely showed what he was made of today.
Yeah, this is our 3rd interview now, and every single person's picked him out, and I think rightly so. He came to us from Hungerford and probably wasn't at the levels of fitness that he needed to be to start, so we've been working on that with him, and I think he came in today and showed his quality. He's got a lot of quality, and then we saw glimpses of it against Winchester, but I really think coming in off his left foot, he adds a different dynamic. So, yeah, really pleased for him actually, because we do know the quality he's got, and he's probably not been given the opportunities to show it too much up until now. So there's a challenge for him to make sure he keeps doing that and producing assists like he did today.
And Joe, one goal I do want to talk about is actually Yearwood's. I think it was the 4th goal in the game. Absolutely a wonder goal. The only issue is, at the end of the season, I'm going to have to put a lot of videos on that goal of the season contender list.
Yeah, he's got that in him. I think that's probably it's his biggest asset, isn't it? He's very creative. He works hard out of possession. He obviously does some good bits, contributes in the build-up, but it's his final third stuff where he really stands out. And I actually thought his first finish was a really good finish as well. The second goal for him is a great goal. It's a good finish, a good ball into him as well. The challenge for Ash is he's got to do that on a consistent basis. He'll score goals naturally because that's the type of player that he is. He arrives in the box. He's got good timing to things. Obviously, he takes penalties for us quite often as well, so it will top up numbers there. But I think that the challenge for Ash, and I spoke to him very briefly about it before the game, is he's got to almost drag us through games at times. He's got to be the guy that really steps up and takes the game to the opposition. And I thought you saw that today. He scored 2, but him and the players behind Woody very much kind of drove that creativity, and there was a good intensity to us. And we just want to see that on an even more consistent basis, not just from him, but from all of those boys that play in those areas.
Well, definitely. And Froome up next Saturday, Pat. I think it's going to be a tough test for Gosport. But once again, I think if we replicate something similar to what we did today, surely that's going to outcome in success again.
Yeah, I think if we keep that level of performance consistently, then we'll certainly win a lot of games till the end of the season. That is the challenge, is whether we can keep doing that consistently. And also understanding that every game is different, and I expect the Froome game will be a very different type of game on a very different type of pitch against different opposition. So we need to make sure we can adapt to that as well. But if we can set that as a benchmark and keep striving to be better than that, then I think we'll do okay.
And Joe, on one final note, what have you made of our new famous supporter in the stands today? I'm not sure if you saw Levi Carwell. He was at the AI Stadium today.
Yeah, I actually very briefly bumped into him outside the toilet, so that was where I realised he was here. No, it's Sholing's a club that's obviously going places. It's not just him, but I think that there's others that are investing into Sholing, and they're definitely going places. I think next year especially they'll be a real force to be reckoned with. So they've obviously got good backing. It's obviously nice that he decided to come and watch Dan Wood and play football. That's probably why he turned up. So it's nice. I actually thought as well we had a good crowd today, considering the weather and the conditions. I thought we were very well supported again, and hopefully we can take some numbers to Froome and kind of keep it going.
Well, brilliant news, and what a way to start 2025. We'll see you at Froome, and final words as always, up the borough.